So I don't know how many people actually know this, because I didn't know this myself, but whenever you're putting wood on cement, you have to make sure it's pressure treated, or at least that it has some coating so that this doesn't happen, because apparently cement and stone have moisture to the middle point, especially exterior cement, and over time it'll cause rotting. So I'm going to shore this up a bit, because this is part of the support for this outside beam. So first I'm going to put this 2x4 on the inside behind this piece, screw it through, and then I'm going to cut the rod off at the height of this 4x4. I'm going to slide it underneath. So it's just an extra level of support. Once I was here, I said, I like to take advantage of any opportunity to improve the efficiency of the house. And since there is a gap between the cement on the bottom here, there's cement here, and then there's wood over here, and there are cracks. So I went around and I used the $4 foam spray to seal up and insulate any areas, improve the efficiency of the home. And it's going to be covered up, so I didn't really care how it looked, but if it can add 1 degree of temperature, 2 degrees of temperature over time, it makes a big difference. Reminder to please subscribe to my channel to help me build it. So here I am. Before I put any walls up or the floor on, there's a bunch of things I need to do. One of them is cleaning up the floor. I left this area without a foundation because we're gonna have steps here. I'm gonna change this layout a little bit to have two or three steps right here that go to the basement door and out the back door that we're creating. But the purpose of this video is to show I'm shoring up the floor that existed beforehand. There's some old nails. You can see some of them are popping out. So I put these 4-inch screws in everywhere. These are actually deck screws, so they don't rust or anything. And I put them in on all the angles and all the joints to just really strengthen the joints and hold them up well. And of course, where I'm going to put the next piece of plywood down, I'm cleaning up. You can see some of the wood from the previous floor here stuck underneath the siding. So I'm cutting it out with one of these tools. Slips my mind right now. This tool right here. Just chopping it up and cleaning it all up all around so that the new piece of wood just slides right in underneath, nice and clean. And that's it. Here's another item, which I guess is either old construction or foolish construction. That is, when putting a joist up to hold up a floor, always support it from the bottom. See how they decided to cut it, and it's supported from the center. What happens is when you put weight right here, it splits right here, it cracks. And I have an example right there. Someone stood over here and it actually cracked right here. The whole piece bent downward because there was no support under the wood. So it caused, the pressure just caused the crack. So I created different supports for underneath every joist. Yeah, that's a 6x6 piece I had lying around for that particular one, and so on and so forth. Every joist piece is going to have a support underneath of one form or another. I had to shore this piece up because of what had happened. And you can see I just used a bunch of 2x6s to shore it up. And I used the original wood because it was a perfect fit. It just snapped. Because again, it didn't have a support from underneath, a joist support in the end. Big mistake, and I have to compensate for it. I still have to create them for these at the other end. I'll get to that eventually. There you have it. I've shored up every joist. When we pour our cement in the bottom, the cement will likely go around some of the joists, supports, holding them in place. And here I cut the last joist here for the steps that are going to go down this way. I'll put up one side over here for the steps, and I still have to do the other side. It'll probably be in a different video, because this video is about shoring up the floor, the joist before putting the floor up. Maybe I'll include the cementing underneath for that part as well.